So the story of Kit is that I didn't work in fashion and I didn't have any experience in fashion, but like, all of us, I'm a consumer of fashion and nothing fit me well at all for my entire life once I like got hips because I'm super pear-shaped. And so it just was this thing that irked me, and it seemed like nobody really noticed that it was a problem or cared. And I would go into dressing rooms, try on things, they'd be like loose up top, tight on the hips, and it just became this thing that was really irritating. It was like, if we can put men on the moon, why can't we make clothes that fit women? It seems like a pretty straightforward proposition. And so I just waited for somebody to start that. I literally was like, I don't have any experience in this industry. I'm a big problem solver. Like, I was in consulting and I love models and solving problems and thinking about new approaches to things. But I was just waiting for somebody else to do it. It was like, surely somebody's going to come along and realize that if you make clothes that fit people better, you will sell more of those clothes and your customers will be happier. And it just didn't happen. Nobody started that company. And then I began to get obsessive about it. And it became one of those things where it was like, in the back of my mind, I knew that if I didn't do it and I didn't take a stab at it, I would always regret it. And I think that is like that kind of entrepreneurial thing, that startup thing that people say, that there's a difference between my mom saying, like, I feel like I invented the kitchen island, which she did think that she invented that. But there's a difference between, we built a kitchen island before anybody had a kitchen island, and that was cool, and saying, man, I just really want to make this kitchen island available for everyone. Like, this is an itch I have to scratch. So I just went down that path. I learned how to do a lot of things really quickly. That's like my biggest piece of advice to people is you can learn anything. Maybe not like brain surgery, but when it comes to starting a business or starting a career, just be prepared to learn things and learn things quickly and make mistakes and learn as you make mistakes. And so, I learned how to do everything that you need to put together a fashion company. Learned how to source fabric. I learned pattern making. I learned 3D pattern making. I learned how to build websites, like everything out there. And now you have resources at your fingertips where you can learn it quickly. So yeah, I just it was that itch that I had to scratch. And I thought, if we're going to build a company around better fit, then that really means building a company around those women. We're making clothes to fit their bodies. That means we're making clothes for them. And that really, to me, that was really compelling, saying that the big difference between Kit and another company is that if your end goal is to sell clothes, you're going to make as many clothes as you can as cheaply as possible. But if your goal is to sell clothes that fit women really well, then you are going to form a really intimate relationship with those customers. You're going to build a company for those women. And that, to me, I am not super passionate about fashion writ large, but I'm really passionate about, this is my customer. I love my customer. I think she's awesome. There are a lot of really hardworking, busy, modern women out there who are really underserved. And so I'm really passionate about, how can I give her the tools to go out and conquer her world? And that just happens to be clothes, from my vantage point. But so it was kind of finding that combination of, this is this thing that's in my mind. I think I can do it. I can make a lot of lists and spreadsheets and figure out what I need to learn. And there was a passion there. So it was a combination of those three things, I think, really.